Right, welcome ladies and gents, welcome. You would have seen this news a little while back, which is all about, I say a little while back, I mean we're talking days. But you would have seen this, and this is all with respect to The Thing, a sequel. This is more of like a discussion piece. There's not a lot of news, but it's more of a discussion piece about the pros and cons of doing a sequel to The Thing. Right? The Thing's a very interesting... I love The Thing. Thing's fantastic. Great movie. One of the best of all time, in fact. It's a solid film. Heavily Lovecraftian inspired. Right? Unequivocally. Giant shoggoths and things like that. Right? It's a great film. Timeless classic. We obviously had The Thing prequel, which was ruined by CGI. I wouldn't say overly... not ruined. But definitely suffered due to CGI, despite the fact that they made all the animatronics. If you don't know what I'm talking about, so the Thing prequel, was it like 2011, I think? They did actually make animatronics, and then they chose to CGI over the top of them, if you can believe it. What idiot's decision was that? So, the possibility of a sequel to The Thing is now maybe on the cards, but is it? I guess is the real point here. And let's take a look, right? The Thing director, John Carpenter himself, has expressed interest in a sequel to The Thing. Now, this is interesting timing because it does actually come at a time when we already know we're getting like a, what is it, like a Who Goes There? The original book it's based on, novella, being in the works. And the timing is sort of a bit, really? What's going on there? It's not a Thing reboot, it's, sort of the Who Goes There. But here we have it, look. The Halloween franchise has seen a massive resurgence in popularity. Yeah, but they've not been good, okay? They just haven't been. I know lots of people really like them. The last one was utterly atrocious. And this had led to John Carpenter fans hoping that we may see follow-ups to some of the legendary filmmakers' other classics. And that's cool, right? Like, it would be cool to see a resurgence of these things. It really would. So Carpenter has previously expressed interest in making another The Fog movie. And during an interview with THR, he mentioned a potential sequel to his 80s sci-fi horror masterpiece, The Thing. And this is the quote which has set everyone alight. I would like to do a sequel to The Thing, or a continuation, something like that, he said when asked of his earlier movies he'd like to see revived. But I don't know. See, there are a lot of things in this world I don't know. Now, it's not 100% clear-cut whether he can even do it. So could Carpenter be hinting at something already in the works here? No, because we already know. We already know that they're doing like a readaptation of Who Goes There, right? This is so Universal and Blumhouse are said to be developing a readaptation of J.W. Campbell's Jr.'s Who Goes There. That's already in the works. So I don't see why. Like, we're not going to be doing we're not going to be doing a sequel to The Thing. Unless that's hugely popular, and then they'll go, based on the works of Who Goes There, blah, blah, blah. Maybe. Which is The Thing from Another World and Carpenter's 80s remake. The Thing from Another World and The Thing were both based on Who Goes There. So updates have been few and far between since, though, and even if the project does get up and running, we don't know if it'll actually serve as a direct sequel to Carpenter's film. I don't think that's going to be a sequel. I don't think it can be a sequel because the rights are not the same. Carpenter hasn't directed a feature himself since 2010's The Ward, but is there a chance he could come out of semi-retirement to helm The Thing too? Doubtful. Very, very doubtful. If you've seen him this day and age, it takes a lot to direct a film, and I don't think he's got, I don't think he's got the strength in him at this stage of his life. But I thought we would talk about the merits of doing a sequel, right? Like, we always talk about creative bankruptcy, and we're always talking about, God, like Hollywood's fresh out of ideas. They don't have any ideas. They've got nothing. And you know what? It's true. They are fresh out of ideas. They don't have anything going for them anymore. They are a bit of a joke. They are creatively bankrupt. Consistently we see these things being redone, rebooted, remade, readapted. the last time I saw something original, I mean, I saw something original pretty recently, but they don't have the budget behind them. And the reason is people just don't take chances anymore. So, you know, I don't want to double back on my firm standing where Hollywood is creatively bankrupt. I don't think we need a Thing sequel. You know? Or it would also, if you're gonna follow it up immediately afterwards, you're gonna ruin the mystery of the end of the Thing. You're gonna ruin that mystique. Who was it? Is it MacReady? Is it not? Who's the Thing? You'd ruin that. You'd ruin that air of mysticism that the film has already had as a result of the ambiguous nature of the ending. You know, loads of people have tried to say, well, he's got a glint in his eye, therefore, definitely it's him. Or just some form of other, like, whacked out nonsense to sort of describe it. And those things kind of work, you know, as an ending explained to a degree, but obviously it's all up for debate. The moment you remove that mystique, the mystery's gone. You destroy a part of the film's legacy at that point, I think, personally. But not only that, like I say, make something new. Especially Blumhouse. Blumhouse keeps rebooting nonsense recently. And then you've got the likes of A24 consistently putting money behind, not a lot of money, but money behind projects which are original. At the very least, they're original concepts. You know, I don't want to see a Thing sequel. I don't. I really don't. I think, you know, it's not going to ruin the original film. That's still going to stand up. It's still going to be there. It doesn't ruin the film. Of course it doesn't. But I want to see Hollywood's investment more in newer projects, newer ideas, newer concepts, original ideas. That's where I want to see the focus. I think The Thing 2 would be incredibly lazy. And I think those supporting it maybe haven't stopped to consider how they've lambasted other remakes and readaptations that are going on. And, you know, hey, maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I'm looking at the Batman going, yeah, that looks like a really good film. Well, that's just the same. We've seen this story, obviously, before, haven't we? So I guess, you know, I hold my hands up and say, look, I'm a bit of a hypocrite, no less. But I also think there's other things to consider, right? Like the end of the Thing is so iconic for a reason. Would you want that explained necessarily? Not really. I'd say I'd like to see another prequel film. An exploration of the being itself, you know, the alien, the entity. That would be interesting. And also, even tell the story from the Thing's perspective. There's that, I can't remember the book's title, but there's that novel which is basically told from the alien's perspective, and it's really interesting. You know, obviously that's a hard sell to consumers, but I'd love that. That'd be awesome. So there you have it, The Thing 2 being teased by John Carpenter. I personally don't think we should have it, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you're new here, do hit subscribe, turn the bell notifications on to all. Would love to have you here more often. Follow me over on Twitter at Mistaked Reviews. Cheers, ladies and gents. Take care.